All right, welcome back. Our X of the night is something I put up there just for, have an opportunity to have some fun with this. Which of these quarterbacks is most likely to lose his starting job, injuries notwithstanding? And I did not include rookies who could very easily lose their job. But of the choices, Baker Mayfield, Ryan Tannehill, Jordan Love, Matthew Stafford, almost 1,000 votes right now. It is going to be, and that check mark belongs to Hannah Mears, Pony. So she thinks that maybe Willis, maybe Levis, who's going to end up getting that? Let's say that doesn't work in Tennessee with Tannehill. What happens then? And would he be your first choice to lose a job?
Of those guys on that list, it makes sense more than Stafford, who they don't have a good backup there. It's Stetson Bennett from Georgia, who's about 29 years old and is still probably hungover from Georgia's national championship win. The backup for Jordan Love is Sean Clifford. Penn State fans are ready for them to move off of Sean Clifford last year, and now he is the starting quarterback in Green Bay, which is puzzling, or backup quarterback in Green Bay. And then the first one there was Mayfield. They don't have a guy to go to either. Kyle Trask is a draft bust, is a second-round pick. So process of elimination, I think Hanu does a very good job, is right with that because they've got two young guys behind Tannehill. Tennessee is interesting. You know, there's a lot of teams that we put in the have-nots category in the AFC, and they are among those teams. But remember, Bob, before Tannehill got hurt last year, they were running away with that division. And it took Malik Willis and Josh Dobbs for them to fall apart and for Jacksonville to come on strong and make the playoffs. So Tennessee, Vegas, New England, Denver are kind of four teams that Steelers fans just assume that Pittsburgh will be better than. But I think one of them will at least be competitive and finish with a winning record. I don't think they'll be better than the Steelers, but most of us feel like those teams stink.
And you mentioned Josh Dobbs, who now may emerge as the starting quarterback in Arizona after Kyler Murray is put on the PUP list and won't come off of it probably over a month. And they don't have many options there. They got the guy from Houston as their backup, and I don't know what in the world he's like. So I think Arizona's pretty much in tank mode right now as they try to move up, maybe to get Caleb Williams or somebody of that nature, because they're in a total rebuild. They just made two trades. Anyway, let's get to our number one caller. Number one Cochran Go One Better call of the night. That begins to JB in Squirrel Hill. He's our first caller on line one tonight. Hey, JB, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
How's it going?
Good. So, Andy Weidl, I think, man, he is really, really sharp, and I think he's going to be gone next year. I think he's going to get a head GM job, and I'm worried about that. I don't like that at all. What do you think?
I don't think so. I think he likes it here. I think he understands what this organization is about. And I think for now he's okay with this situation and would like to see it through. I don't see that happening next year down the road, potentially, sure. Much like Omar Khan went through. How many interviews, Andrew, did he have to go on before, he finally got a job, and it turned out to be right here in Pittsburgh. So that could happen down the road. I don't think it'll happen now.
I think it depends. I mean, if the Steelers have this great season and it's about the complete roster and, Kenny Pickett and his development, but also the changes they made on the offensive line, the defensive line. We know that Weidl put their draft board together too, so if this draft hits, I mean, if they have a special season, I could easily see a team that's desperately looking for a general manager hiring him. That doesn't mean Andy Weidl is bored here in Pittsburgh or feels like he's boxed in. He's from here. He likes it here. He came back here from Philly. But I do think he'll be on a lot of teams' radar if the Steelers have the type of season that I expect them to have, which is they're going to be one of the best teams in football when it's all said and done. And when that happens, people come looking for your guys, whether it's coaches, front office people. And Andy Weidl was interviewing for GM jobs a couple years ago, and I think he'll definitely do that again if the Steelers have a successful year.
But he also can be selective in what he does over there, too. There could be a job that he just doesn't like. It depends on how it matches up. And he'll be held in high regard, no doubt. Kevin Davis on Twitter hits us up, Pony, and he says this, at KD Pomp at the Pony Express, did Oviedo really throw a complete game, or was that a box score misprint? Nobody throws complete games. But, Kevin, have you seen Kansas City? They're 41-51. They're pretty pathetic. And he did throw, give him credit, 2-hit, complete game shutout, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. He's the one guy who encourages me, Andrew, of the Pirates starting pitchers, at least on a consistent basis. He's had some down moments, but he shows a lot of moxie. What a good trade acquisition for Quintana last year.
Well, his numbers are not that much different than Mitch Keller's, and that says a lot about the way Keller has fallen off since the All-Star game, but also Oviedo has been a decent pitcher all season long. He's had highs, he's had lows, he's had in between, but he's taken the ball every time. And there's not a lot of guys at that age that are making 30-plus starts, so kudos to him. He looks like he fits into their rotation somewhere down the road.
We got to go to a break. We'll come back and take more right after this. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.